What's up guys, it's Tom here and welcome back to a brand new Liverpool transfer news video, and we have some very exciting news for you guys because Liverpool, according to Spanish newspapers, are interested in re-signing Philippe Coutinho and bringing back the prodigal son to Liverpool. And let me know what do you make of this news. He is back fully fit for Barcelona and he's actually playing really well, and he scored the third goal in Barcelona's 3-1 win against Valencia, and that was a really impressive display from Philippe Coutinho coming on as a substitute. I watched the game in full and he made some really good touches and he was dribbling well, passing the ball well, and he scored a really nice goal. So I think that he's back now to full fitness, and Philippe Coutinho wants to come back to Liverpool, a place where he really made a name for himself in world football. Liverpool signed him for just £8 million from Inter, and we sold him for almost 150 million. And Barcelona would just be happy to get him off the wage bill at this point. And I want to say a huge thank you to OneFootball for sponsoring my channel for this month. OneFootball is the home of football, my favorite app. I've been using it for years. You can find all kinds of football news on there, and also you can find the stats, the latest transfer news. I've been going there almost every day, checking the Liverpool transfer news, because they combine the best and most interesting transfer news and football news. And you can find also interesting videos, stats, analysis, fantasy football tips, and all kinds of interesting football related content on the OneFootball apps, and it's completely free. So what are you waiting for? Make sure to download OneFootball using the link in the video's description, and you support the channel as well that way. He wouldn't cost a lot of money, and his wages, he is prepared to take a wage cut to join Liverpool as well. That's how much he wants to get back to his former place of glory. And Jurgen Klopp knows him, Philippe Coutinho already knows some of the Liverpool squad, and I think we need a player like him. And in this video we will talk about this in detail, and also we will have a major update on Liverpool players potentially missing as many as eight games because of the Africa Cup of Nations. There is a big major development for that, so don't miss that in this video. And if you enjoy these, leave a like and subscribe if you haven't already, if you are new around here. And I know that Coutinho's numbers are not really amazing lately, but he scored 22 goals in the season in which he left Liverpool. He scored 12 for Liverpool and 10 for Barcelona, and also he scored 11 goals for Bayern Munich on loan, and before that he scored 11 goals for Barcelona as well in a season where he played 54 games. So yes, Coutinho suffered a serious injury last season, but it looks like he's back to full fitness. He already played 8 games for Barcelona this season, scoring 1 goal. And of course Barcelona without Messi and Griezmann are not as prolific as they were, so Coutinho couldn't really get that many assists or goals, but his creativity and also his free kick taking ability, his corner kick taking ability, and also him being one of the flair players on the pitch, something that Liverpool have been sometimes missing, especially against like weaker opposition. Yes, Naby Keita is now in great form, but I think we need Philippe Coutinho, especially because we could be without Salah, Mane and Naby Keita for an extended period during January. And there is also talk of Liverpool players having to join the Africa Cup of Nations squads as early as December the 27th, and players could miss the crucial Chelsea game in the run-in as well, so in the Christmas New Year's period. But we will talk about that a little bit later. So signing one player in January I think is very, very important and very essential for Liverpool, so we don't lose our momentum in the Premier League title race. And Coutinho is at a crossroads in his career. He needs to consider his move, and he is in need of a move somewhere where he will be loved and he will be given the platform to perform to his best. And I think during his time at Liverpool, Coutinho became the man his teammates looked to when things were tough and something magical needed to happen. And he can rediscover his magic without being the talisman, without being the player who needs to change games, who needs to score the winning goal. And now we have Salah and Mane and other like world-class players in the Liverpool squad. So Philippe Coutinho could be supplying Salah and Mane with great assists because he's still one of the best passers of the ball, one of the best dribblers of the ball. And for a cut price deal, he could sign for Liverpool and still perform at the top level for another 2, 3, 4 years. And I don't think his salary would be super high, because he would be just happy to play again for Liverpool, in my opinion. I don't think he would want an extremely high salary. He probably realizes that it's time to move on from Barcelona. His dream move hasn't worked out the way that he wanted to. And Coutinho had this knack of coming up with a little piece of Brazilian brilliance to help out Liverpool, and he was adored by Liverpool fans because of this, and I still absolutely love him to bits, and I would love to see him just for another 2 or 3 years turning up in a Liverpool shirt, and he could fulfill a dream that wasn't materializing when he was at Liverpool, winning the Premier League title or even winning the Champions League with Barcelona. And that would be a fantastic. Winning the Champions League with Liverpool after winning it with Bayern Munich. He couldn't win a lot of trophies with Barcelona. Yes, he won the Spanish league title, but really I think that he dreamed about winning a lot of major trophies during his time at Barcelona, which didn't really happen. And I think when he comes back to Liverpool, he has a great chance of winning the Premier League, winning the Champions League, and with him Liverpool will be stronger than without him, and that's my main priority. I will let Liverpool and the financial guys worry about Coutinho's transfer fee and salary. I don't think it will be super high. I think it will be reasonable, and for that reason I'm all for this transfer to happen. And Liverpool need to move quickly if they want to make this deal happen, because now Newcastle United are looking for players exactly like Philippe Coutinho, who could be a big name with big reputation, but who can also deliver on the football pitch. And I think Newcastle could blow Liverpool out of the water with the incredible wages that they will offer. But I don't think Coutinho at this point is after the money, because he had incredible wages at Barcelona and he already earned a lot of money during his career. So I don't think finances are his number one motivation. He just wants to go somewhere where he is loved again, where he is adored again. Newcastle could be another place for Philippe Coutinho, but I think Liverpool is his dream move still. Even he told his agent that if he goes back to the Premier League, his number one priority is to go to Liverpool, and only if Liverpool are not interested in him will he consider other clubs. But that's not the case. Liverpool are interested in him, and for the right price I think we could get him. So come on Liverpool, let's make this happen. And recently there has been revealed that Philippe Coutinho is a very generous and very brilliant person, which we already know, but he made a brilliant gesture to a lower league player, actually, even after Liverpool went out in, I think, a League Cup tie. This happened in September 2015, so it was a long time ago, but recently one of the players at the time, opposition players, who knocked Liverpool out of a penalty shootout, it was a Carlisle United, it was a third round League Cup tie, and the former Carlisle defender Tom Miller has revealed recently that Coutinho, even 15 minutes after the penalty shootout has ended, waited for him in the tunnel because he shouted at him during the game that he wants Coutinho's t-shirt, and Coutinho remembered it even after losing the penalty shootout. And he said, "I made sure I got Coutinho's t-shirt. We went into extra time, I had pulled him early doors when he was skipping past me. I just shouted in his ear, 'Can I have your shirt?' And that was what Coutinho remembered. He waited for me," the defender said, "and everything in the tunnel, because we were out for 15 minutes after the penalties had finished, just enjoying the moment, celebrating with the away fans. He stood in the tunnel waiting for me." So it was brilliant from him, to be fair, a player of his caliber, to remember that and to give me his shirt. So hats off to Coutinho for that. I think that is quite a brilliant gesture, so well done to him. Adam Leventhal has an article in the Athletic newspaper where he says that Liverpool and other Premier League players could miss out on a lot of games because of the Africa Cup of Nations. It's likely that a group of approximately 40 players will leave soon after the final whistle blows on Boxing Day, because FIFA rules state that players must be released and start travel to the nations no later than Monday morning the previous week when the relevant final competition starts, and that is absolutely staggering that they have to leave on Monday, December the 27th, 13 days before Cameroon kicks off the tournament against Burkina Faso. So some players will not play another game for a full 2 weeks after leaving for the Africa Cup of Nations, and this rule is just absolutely stupid in my opinion, and it shouldn't be a rule, and I'm sure that many Premier League clubs will protest this, because I mean Premier League could lose 40 players to the Africa Cup of Nations, and there are a lot of top clubs included in this list, and this could ruin Liverpool's season if this happens, but I really hope that it won't, and I really hope that that there could be some solution, some workaround to be implemented. But the problem with this is that all the Premier League clubs would have to agree on not releasing players this early for the Africa Cup of Nations, and when it benefits some clubs but not benefits others, it is very hard to see all the Premier League clubs coming together and agreeing on this. Because Liverpool have two crucial fixtures, Leicester City and Chelsea, after the 27th of December, and then this means that the Liverpool players could miss a lot of Premier League games, 4 or 5 Premier League games in fact. And it's not a problem for other countries, because other countries have a winter break during this period, but because of the English tradition of playing during Christmas and Boxing Day and the New Year, they play 4 games in 10 days. There is a full-blown Premier League fixture calendar during that time. But yeah, let me know what you think about this, and let me know what you think about everything that we discussed in today's video. Leventhal did acknowledge that the rules could be construed in our favor if the African Football Federation were to accept a start date where most nations begin the Africa Cup of Nations tournament, which is the 10th to the 12th of January, rather than the outlier, which is the kickoff of the tournament, which is the 9th of January between Cameroon and Burkina Faso. But if it's the 10th or 11th or 12th of January, then they can leave 1 week later, which is January the 3rd. And when players leave in January 3rd, of course it's not ideal, but it's much better than players leaving on December the 27th, because that would allow Liverpool to have 3 crucial players for these 2 crucial Premier League games. Winning against Chelsea and Leicester could be the difference between winning the Premier League title or not winning the Premier League title. So it's absolutely vital that we have Mane, Salah and Naby Keita for that. There is still another 2 months until that December fixture, more than 2 months, so I really hope that there can be some solution found, otherwise it will ruin Liverpool's season, I'm pretty convinced. But yeah, let me know what they think about this. And Marcus Rashford could be out of the Manchester United Liverpool game on the weekend, because he had to be substituted after scoring the first Man United goal against Atalanta. They made a great comeback, and I wasn't actually too disappointed that Man United won, because that just keeps Ole Gunnar Solskjaer in the job for a little bit longer, and I would love to see Liverpool win at Old Trafford and then Solskjaer gets sacked. That would be just the best case scenario, because that would leave Man United in big turmoil. But I don't want them to get a better manager, so I want Solskjaer to stay as a Man United manager as long as possible. That's just my feeling and my wish, but let me know what is yours in the comments below, and thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed this. Have a nice day. See you later. Good night.